Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over my February 2025 no spend month. So last month I decided that I was going to be doing a 2025 no spend year, and every single month I want to give you guys a little peek inside of the month just to see how much I saved and the struggles, that I went through for the month, and just basically give you guys the results. And oh my gosh, I have learned so much about my spending habits in just 1 month. By the way, I do apologize for the way my voice sounds. I'm getting over the influenza A and I'm a tiny bit raspy. But anyway, I have my little bill, type notebook here that I have been using for the month, or for the year actually, of 2025. Now, keep in mind, I did not start the No Buy 2025 until February 1st. So I didn't do it in January. I just kind of gave myself grace because I did overspend a tremendous amount in December for Christmas. So I just kind of was playing catch up and things like that in January. I have everything like written down here too as to what I want to talk about. So the first thing is I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. I knew that I was going to try this out. I wasn't sure if it was going to work for me. I wasn't sure if this was something that I could do. My main focus was I wanted to focus, I guess, on my credit cards because I charge everything. Like, I never pay with cash on anything. I'm always charging, and then I'm kind of like mindlessly charging and not worrying about how much I owe until the bill comes. And when the bill comes, I just pay it. And I don't think about how much it is. I just pay it out, and it's not a big deal, right? So I gave myself a budget for food, and I gave myself a budget for like essentials, but I didn't really think, okay, I'm gonna, put a certain amount of money away for TJ Maxx. I thought, no, I'm just not gonna do TJ Maxx. I'm just not gonna do mindless shopping. So I just basically focused on my rules that I put in play, and the rules were stick to essentials and don't buy anything else. That was the rule. Don't go to TJ Maxx. Don't mindlessly shop on Amazon. Like, you guys, I was spending money on Amazon literally every single day. Every single day. If I saw it, if I wanted it, I put it in my cart and I fucking got it. And that was the deal. That's what I was doing. So I focused on the rules. The first thing at hand that I did was I decluttered. I wanted to get certain spaces and places decluttered in my home for the month of February. 2 of the places that I wanted to focus on was my body care, which I did. I decluttered all of my body care, got it all organized, and everything looks nice. And it showed me that, Angela, for the month of 2020, or for the year of 2025, you do not need to buy any more body care because, oh my God, I have enough to last the whole entire year for myself, all of my family members, and probably all of your family members as well. I have so much, so don't need to buy any more body care, which really eliminates the TJ Maxx shopping, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Also, my makeup, I reorganized my makeup. I decluttered everything, got rid of makeup that I didn't need or want or whatever, and basically narrowed it down to my essentials. I also did cleaning products. So I had 2 separate places in my house for cleaning products. One being underneath the kitchen sink and another being on top of the stove in these like little cupboard areas. So I took all of my cleaning products out, got them all out, looked at them, figured if I needed anything, which I don't need anything, and just kind of organized all of those, got those all together, and realized that I don't need to buy any more cleaning products for a very, very long time. She loves Mrs. Myers. We did that. We accomplished that for our goals. Now let's talk about temptations. So did I have temptations? Abso-fucking-lutely, I did have temptations. Did I, call on any of those temptations? I did, but I kind of pussyfooted around them, and I'll tell you why. My temptations, which I wrote down in this book, a lot of my temptations revolved around food, which is so weird to me that I took my TJ Maxx spending and all of that, and I focused it on snacks. And I took all of that and I bought them. I did buy them, but I took them out of my grocery budget. So I didn't go over budget, although I could have saved a lot of money just not buying those snacks. So let's get into my temptations here, and we'll see what my temptations actually were for the month of February, because I wrote them down. So these were the things that I wanted, and some of these things I got and some of these things I didn't get. But as you will see, they are pretty much all food related, which is so weird to me. It's so bizarre to me. So one of the things that I wanted, Sam's Club was having like pop-up cinnamon Starbucks K-Cup box. It was limited edition. I saw it, I wanted it. But one of the other things that I decluttered was my coffee. I forgot to talk about that. So I have so many K-Cups. I have so many coffee from Door County Coffee so much that I don't need any more coffee. So I wanted it, but I didn't get it. So that was good. Another thing that I wanted with every core of my being was I wanted to order mochi, whatever, on Amazon. And I didn't. Actually, it's pronounced mochi. I didn't order it, but I wanted it. I put them in my cart. I didn't get them. But I will say this. I did get gifted some mochi, so that kind of fed into that, which is a good thing. But is it a good thing? Yes, it's a good thing, because I got what I wanted, but I didn't pay for it. So that kind of worked out in my favor. Another thing that I wanted was the lemon bar protein drinks at Sam's Club. Another thing popped up. It was a new item. I was like, ooh, I want this. And I got it. I did buy it, but I took it out of my grocery fund. So technically, I'm using it. I wanted it. It was a want. It wasn't a need, but I got it. Another thing that I really, really wanted was the pistachio chocolate coffee. And I looked at it in the store. I looked at it online. I wanted it really bad. I didn't get it. You guys, I actually vlogged about this. I was in the supermarket. I had the coffee in my hand. I put it in my cart. I rethought about it, and I was just like, I don't need this. I don't need any coffee. So I put it back on the shelf. Another thing that I wanted, cheese. Cheese from the cheese store. You guys, my mom and I go to the cheese store probably once every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. And I really, really wanted cheese. I did purchase $16 worth of cheese. I would have gone even overboard if I hadn't thought about what I needed and wanted at the time. My mom also gifted me some cheese, so that kind of fed into that whole thing. So yes, I did spend a little bit of money, but I took it out of my food budget. Another thing that I wanted and I got, was Ferris Popcorn in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, was having a really good deal that I could not pass up. It was a temptation of mine, and I put it off for a long time until the very last day of the sale, and I was like, I need to get it. So I got some popcorn. It was 50% off. How can I say no to that popcorn? I should have said no, but I took it out of my grocery fund. So my grocery fund could probably be half of the amount. I could have saved half of the amount this month, but I ended up getting the damn popcorn. So whatever. Another thing that I did in the month of February, now my nails are a necessity. I need to get my nails done. It's just something that I like doing for myself. Miss Judy and I get our nails done usually every 2 weeks, but I talked Judy into pushing that 2-week mark out into 3 weeks. So I figure that in the long run, it will save me money pushing the nails done every 3 weeks instead of 2. What did I realize with all of this? I realized that I need to cut back on snacks, especially Asian snacks. You guys, that was crazy. Asian snacks are my weakness right now. There is a specific store in Oshkosh, Wisconsin on Jackson Street that's an Asian store that literally got most of my grocery funds for this month because it was hard to pass up. So that was a list of all of my weaknesses. Most of them, like all of my wants, it was more of a want and not of a need. But like I said, I could have spent a lot of money on cheese and I didn't. So those were all of my, temptations. Another temptation of mine was just going to TJ Maxx. I have been going to TJ Maxx every single week for I don't know how long, multiple TJ Maxxes, charging all of the TJ Maxx items that I don't need, candles and everything. And I didn't go to TJ Maxx at all. So that was a good yay for me. I usually will go on Instagram and I will look at all of the new things that are coming out at Target and Walmart, all of the influencers, and I skipped on all of that. Whenever I saw a reel, I was like, nope, not gonna happen. I'm not even gonna watch it. And I kept on scrolling. So that was a temptation, but actually I diverted from that and I didn't do it. Amazon, another thing. Amazon is a definite weakness of mine. I will see an influencer talk about something on Amazon. I'll put it in my cart. I'll buy it that day. It'll show up. I'll be happy about it. Whatever. I didn't buy barely any. I don't think I bought anything from Amazon this month, which is absolutely huge. What are some things that came up that I was not accounting for? One of the things was my windshield wipers on my car broke. So that was an extra $30 or $20, whatever. Not a big deal. I had the money for it. It was, whatever. Another thing that came up that I wasn't really expecting, my dog injured his back, so we had to go to the vet's office. I did open up a credit card for that because they were promoting a credit card where it was interest-free for 6 months. And even though I opened up the credit card, it did have a very positive impact on my credit score. So I opened up the credit card, I charged the $160 or $170 and I paid it off already. So opened that up, got it paid off, but that was just an expense that I wasn't expecting to do. I did purchase my normal essentials, gas, nails, all of my bills, my phone, my gas, my rent. What do I have on here? Prime, my Netflix, my internet. What else? Oh, I ran out of face primer. So, got that. Just like everyday essentials, I am not docking myself for because, whatever. Realizations that I had this month. I bought too much cheese. I also bought too many snacks at the Asian store. I am going to be working on that for the month of March. I definitely went overboard on the snacks. Things to consider though with my budget for food. Price of food went sky high, you guys. We have to budget for that. It's only going to get worse in the next upcoming months. So if you guys are doing this along with me, definitely budget for that. I'm happy I didn't go over my budget with food. That could have definitely happened, but I didn't. I stayed under my budget. Again, I wrote down on here that I, pushed my nails from 2 weeks to 3 weeks. March worries. What are things that I am going to be worrying about in the month of March? I always worry about my car. Like what's going to happen when my car takes a complete and utter shit. My car is a 26. Yeah, not 2016. We're driving a 2006 car. So I am driving the older car. I'm driving Miss Angela, driving Miss Judy until it goes kaputski. So we're just going to keep on driving that, but it is a worry for me. I am due for an oil change, so that's going to be $50 in the month of March. What else? I need to budget for the dog because He is due to get his urinalysis done for his kidneys and his blood work, which is $300. Walk in there, $300 right off the bat, those two tests. So I am budgeting for that. Also, I need to make an appointment for him for his pain medication because I don't know what's happening there. He did something with his back and it is still going. It is not as bad, but I'm gonna have to make another appointment for that or address it at the time we go in for the test. That's going to be $300. I also need a plate renewal for my car. So that's another expense of $85. And I may need to pay, I think my insurance is coming due for the month or for the year. And I always pay that all up front. I believe the insurance is gonna be like, I think it was like $400 for the year, which is not bad for car insurance. I am an excellent driver, so I get, bonus points for that. But some things that I want to do, I want to meal prep more because I feel like if I meal prep more, I will snack less. And it's just a win-win for everyone. I'll continue to lose weight. I'll be meal prepping. I'll know what I'm going to be spending on food. And it's just going to be a good thing, So let's go over our statements for the month of February. You guys, I am motherfucking amazed at what I did for this month compared to last month. Are you guys ready for this? It's amazing. So my main credit card that I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because I don't know about hackers and all that kind of stuff over here. But I use this credit card for pretty much everything that I purchase. So it's not a debit card, it's an actual credit card. My balance for the month of due in February was $459.79. That was the statement. You want to know what the statement is for this month? Zero. I didn't make any purchases that I didn't account for. And I paid off all of, if I charge gas, I paid it off. So, hey guys, this is Angela in real time as I'm editing this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that when I'm talking about all of these credit card statements, so these charges from the previous month are all extras, are all things that were not in the budget that I spent extra money on. So when I talk about my, credit card from my main credit card amount, that money with the statements, it was all extra stuff. So yes, I did have a balance that I paid off right away for gas, electric bill, all of that kind of stuff, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? So all of the statements and credit cards that I'm going over with you now are all things that I just mindlessly spent that I didn't need for basically the month of January that came in the February statement. But the statements that I talk about that have a nearly zero balance, these are all statements coming from February that are due in March. Does that make sense? Trying to make sense. I hope you guys understand. Thing on the up and up there. Amazon. My Amazon was $325.38 last statement. This statement, zero. Costco, $47.85, which is pretty fucking amazing. This statement, zero. Paid it off with cash, zero. Now, my Sam's Club. My Sam's Club was $12.11. That was my last statement. This statement did go up. It was $49.82 because I went to Costco with my mom. I forgot to pay it off, so whatever. Or Sam's, I'm sorry. So whatever. Paid that off. Great. TJ Maxx. Last statement, $333.78. This statement, zero. That brings me to a total amount that I saved this month from last month. If I would have spent the exact same as last month, I saved that much. $1,129.09. You guys, it was all mindless spending. So that amount of money is now in my savings account. It is now in my savings account, just hanging out. She's just hanging out for a rainy day. I did have, I believe it was $35 left out of my food budget for the month of February. So I just took that money and I put it in my savings, and we're going to start anew. You guys, I am so happy about this whole like no spend 2025. I'm really into it. I feel great. I feel lighter just because I don't have like all these new items coming into the house. Like, it does give me a little bit of, what is it called? Like a dopamine rush when I spend something, when I go to TJ Maxx, but not as much of a dopamine rush as me putting that money into my savings account and seeing that money in there. It is like chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So, okay, that was my overall statement difference. And yeah, I'm able to build up my savings. So if you guys are doing this little no spend 2025, leave a comment down below and let me know how you guys did for the month of February. I'm going to be doing these every single month, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. So anyway, I will see you guys all later. God bless and have a great day, and happy saving, not spending, happy savings.